One time, when I was in the army, I drove about 30 clicks across some desert to go to some fucking meeting, and by the time I got to the end of my destination, I had to trap a deuce so badly that I had rangers in the doorway and was about to keech my breeks, so my driver parked the truck and I sprinted for the nearest porta potty that I saw. Turns out, as I was dropping said deuce, we discovered that the porta potty belonged to the commanding general of the 3rd Infantry Division, who was none too impressed that Big Sarge was leaving a big deuce in his immaculate shitter. At least I am thankful that the Mad Whacker did not pay him a visit. What's up, fam of Liberty, and also everyone else watching this video who isn't following our channel for some unknown reason? It's your boy Big Sarge, or the artist formerly known as Admin Tim. I am the founder of the Sons of Liberty social media organization that's been steadily enraging MAGA fuckface ass clowns and oxygen thieves since 2015. If you saw us out in the streets at a protest for the first time and or you're new to our channel, I know what you might be thinking, so let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck neo-Nazi illegal immigrant Elon Musk. Fuck GOP politicians. Fuck all these limp dick Democrat politicians that aren't out there demanding that the Constitution be upheld. And also fuck the billionaires, the wealth hoarders that have their fucking boot on the neck of just about every American citizen. Neither this channel nor its comment sections are a safe space for bootlicking simps for a Russian asset, a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, Wish.com fascist oligarch, failed insurrectionist, wannabe authoritarian tyrant who doesn't respect the Constitution, or his sugar daddy, the world's biggest supervillain man-child, thin-skinned, beta bitch-made cuck from South Africa that nobody elected. Now you know where I stand on things, so if you're still here and you're not frantically rage typing into my comments box like a triggered snowflake who jacks off to the thought of brown-skinned people being swept up off the street and taken to El Salvador, whether or not they came from there or not, then maybe consider following the channel after you watch this video and deciding whether or not you like the cut of my jib. The Sons of Liberty live stream tonight features Greg Terry, a fellow content creator who's covered issues in Ukraine up to and including going to Ukraine to cover the war. His website is gregterry.org and his YouTube is @GregTerryExperience. I suggest you go familiarize yourself with his content, and whilst you're at it, give him a follow on all the things. Next Tuesday, we'll be talking with another Angry Ginger, JP, who runs Progressive Matters and goes by the name The Angry Ginger. See, I told you he was an angry ginger. And finally, this coming Friday, I'll be a guest on Jessica Denson's Lights Out live stream. She usually holds hers about the same time that I hold mine, except on a different day, so make sure you go follow her. And thank you, Jessica, for being one of the first people that I've had on our show who's asked me to come guest spot on theirs. All month, during April, the Sons of Liberty is running a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. We're crowdfunding a year-long documentary web series on correcting some of the myths, legends, and lies about the American Civil War. Why is this relevant to political discourse today and what's going on in this country? Well, have you seen what's going on in this fucking country? Do the acronyms DEI and CRT ring a bell as you jog through your memory? I should hope so. Whether it's trying to erase Harriet Tubman's contributions or trying to erase the wicked shit that this country has done, not to mention just the sheer amount of poorly educated people in this country who insist that they learned the war wasn't about slavery. And as the product of a Southern education, I can assure you that this is a real thing. Anyway, whether it's any of that, that is why we're trying to do this documentary web series. Oh, and also, we're back to slavery times, y'all. I shit you not. We're rounding up literally anybody in this country who isn't white and trying to detain them to send them to work camps and prisons. There are people in this country who are legally authorized to be in this country. People who have a permanent visa, a green card, are naturalized citizens who aren't from fucking El Salvador, who are being arrested and deported to El Salvador and then disappearing in prisons in El Salvador. This is 100% fucking illegal, and it is 100% fucking a violation of the Constitution. And if there are still any MAGA fuckface ass clowns watching, for all you drooling, slobbering, knuckle-dragging chuckle fucks, the Constitution affords protections to anyone who is physically in this country, not just citizens. This has been long established by the courts, and the fact that we went from, let's round up all the illegals to, let's round up all the legals, and nobody is doing a goddamn thing about stopping it, tells me that the next step is, let's round up all the dissenters. And then we've suddenly gone from slavery times to Nazi Germany times. But I digress. Anyway, accompanying this crowdfunding campaign, I'm doing a daily video series called Confederate Heritage Month, because that's a real thing, which is basically me shitting all over the lost cause and the people who worship their dead traitor ancestors. Instead of talking about traitors, I talk about people from the South who remained loyal to the United States during the war. I also talk about lesser known points of history, and I talk about women who served as soldiers. I talk about things that put the lie to Confederate talking points like the war wasn't about slavery, or it wasn't treason at that day and age, or hypocrisy like Sherman was a war criminal and the South didn't do that. If you've missed those videos, go to our YouTube channel and there's a tab for playlists. I've created a playlist and it has all those videos. So provided that your favorite professional Scotsman doesn't get swept up in the middle of the night for political dissent or whatever. Right now we're at about 30% funded, which means that I can do maybe 3 episodes. We've got over 80,000 followers on YouTube alone and tens of thousands of followers elsewhere on other social media. And yeah, some of them are probably the same people, so if just like 10% of our YouTube followers alone skipped Starbucks for a day and instead dropped $5 on our Indiegogo crowdfunder, we'd be across that finish line. I've got upcoming rants this week on people being kidnapped and taken to El Salvador. I've got something else in the pipeline that I'm not sure how it's going to shake out. So make sure that you're following us on all the things. I put up rant videos on both Facebook and YouTube, and sometimes I take a short sample of that and I put it up on TikTok as well. We're on Blue Sky, Mastodon, Reddit, Threads, Facebook, Instagram, and we're posting content on some of those daily. Maybe sometimes it's dank memes, maybe sometimes it's more serious content. The resistance starts with us. Do you want to know how you can get involved in the Sons of Liberty resistance movement? We've organized Sons of Liberty chapters by region and state all across the country. Please do not ask me in the comment sections if we have a chapter in such and such state or such and such region. Get on our Discord, because that is where our organization starts its base of operations. And for OPSEC purposes, I'm just not going to respond to these types of public inquiries. I have a whole ass video on a subject called OPSEC, or Operation Security. OPSEC is essentially the practice of denying information to your opposition, whoever or whatever that may be. So watch the video if this is a foreign concept to you. I promote the Sons of Liberty Discord server in almost every video that I do, because this is where our Fam of Liberty is based. Whilst we do have a bunch of off-topic channels, we also have region sections with helpful resources for those regions. In those spaces, you can organize with local Fam of Liberty for things like rallies and protests and bake sales. You can learn about practical things such as self-defense courses. You can find firearms instructors who are local to you and who are left-leaning. You can learn more about home defense and security, participate in firearms discussions with subject matter experts. You can learn about growing your own food in victory gardens and then canning and jarring and preserving that food. You can figure out your shit hits the fan contingency plans, build first aid kits, build bug out bags, link up with other Fam of Liberty members who can assist you with moving to safety if you need to be safe, or going out of state for some out-of-state camping with newly discovered long-lost aunts and uncles. And for those of you who don't see our social media posts or videos, even though you follow us, on Discord, you can get updates from our social media, which does make our Discord ping heavy, thanks to the webhooks that we use to integrate our various social media. But you can disable those in the channel appropriately named ping roll. If you're having trouble with Discord, I have this whole ass YouTube tutorial about the Sons of Liberty Discord. So if you need assistance with that, start with that video. The invite link to our Discord is in the Throatpunch at the end of this video and all of our other videos. The invite link is also on YouTube and Facebook in the video description, and in the YouTube and TikTok channel descriptions. On Facebook, I have this whole pinned post with all of our socials, as well as a link tree page that has our socials there as well. If you like the shirts or the hoodie that I wear in my videos, some of them, but not all of them, are available in the Sons of Liberty merch store, provided I don't get taken down for content violations. The merch store is listed in the link tree in our YouTube channel description and in the video description. New merch goes up all the time, and a lot of these designs and merch gets added specifically because you request them in our comment sections. This past week, I put up some new shirt designs and a Sons of Liberty flag. Just last night, I finally added the Fight Like Your Ancestors shirt, which some folks requested for people of color. And this morning, I should be adding racerback tank top and women's cut t-shirt variants of that design and a couple others. If you like our video content, we have a whole social media presence elsewhere on the net, so we'd appreciate it if you'd follow us on all of our other socials, whichever ones that you've got. The various socials that we have are listed in the Throatpunch at the end of our videos and in the link tree, which can be found on the channel description on YouTube and TikTok. We would also appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and get notifications on our channel. It's a little bit of a different process on TikTok, but if you're on TikTok, you already knew that. Anyway, fuck that platform for shadow banning us. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content on all of your socials. You can go find the relevant Sons of Liberty account on that platform and then share our content, including this video, because this is already there anyway. You can help us beat the algorithm by leaving us at least 7 words in the comment sections. Posting at least 7 words in the comment sections is the magic number for the algorithm to decide that your engagement on our content is more meaningful and thought-provoking than a drive-by, lol, or yeah, what you said. And so therefore, it should suggest our videos and our channel to people who watch the same things that you watch. That algorithm works on most other social media platforms, so be cognizant of that on places where you support your favorite content creators like me and my admins. On that note, if you've watched this video all the way to the end, but literally nothing that I've talked about has stirred your mental processes to gift you with the words to leave a comment, but you still want to help us beat the algorithm, then the phrase, "I made it to the end, Big Sarge," is actually 8 words. So if you want to be an overachiever or you can't think of anything else to say, despite all the rage bait that I've said, there's a suggestion. 2 claps and a Rick. Woo!
And now it's time for the Throatpunch!